some internet sites consider face paint as a mask. I don't. I think it's kind of a mask, but it really isn't because it's face paint. You know, you can, if they start sweating, it kind of comes off, so you can kind of see who they are. Do you agree with that?
Well, I think when you mentioned the face paint, the first thing I thought of when you said that was, for me, the face paint, really the first two guys that I recall kind of doing it was the Road Warriors.
Yeah.
And so you're going back to the early 80s. They were different in the sense that they put on the face paint, and that became their gimmick along with the rest of their whole mystique that they had. But you're right. Once that face paint, you're in the match for 10 minutes and you're sweating profusely. It's running and getting on your opponent's chest and so on. So yeah, the face paint was never a mask. The original masks, and it was funny. I thought of a bunch of names as you and I've been chatting here for a few minutes, and I put a few of them down. I can list names of wrestlers from the kayfabe era. And then I think about it at the top of my head and I go, well, holy cow, I don't even need to write them down. I can think of, Dick Beyer and Bill Miller and Hard-Boiled Haggerty and Bill Eadie. And those are just for starters. And then you think about guys like Bill Irwin, Scott Irwin, Art Nielsen, and Jim Osborne, and Don Jardine, and Bob Remus, and Lynn Denton, and Joe Hamilton, and Dick Murdoch, and Tom Andrews. You kind of get where I'm going with this. Some of these names, if you're a follower of, say, the 50s, 60s, 70s, just those names alone were huge in the business. Some of them were huge without a mask. And some were even more huge with a mask. And some were huge again when the mask came off. I mean, these were superstars. A lot of times it wasn't some unknown. You just pulled some guy out of the audience and said, we're going to put a hood on you and call you, the greatest wrestler in the world. No, it didn't happen that way.